Good Monday morning. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Back after the weekend off. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. I didn't get much accomplished, so I got some rest, which was good, much needed after last week. I didn't have a show Friday because I was burnt out. I was shot mentally, physically. My stomach was bothering me. I had nothing in the tank for anybody, so I figured I would. What's going on, Andrea? Tommy Stakes, how you doing? Yeah, I had nothing, man. That was it, man. I had nothing going on. You guys hear me? Okay. Just want to make sure. I'm just leaving work now. We had a busy night. Um, we actually had one guy not show up on accident. He slept through his alarm, so that kind of hurt us a little bit. Um, we had trucks that were supposed to be showing up. So we can unload them right away so we can get our outbound trucks out on time. And two trucks didn't show up on time. One didn't show up at all yet. Uh, it's been a good start. It's been a good start to the work week. So, uh, how's everybody doing? Uh, Yankees is not with me today. He does. Poor guy. He has to do switch shifts, so he works during the day 1 week from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then he gets a few days off. Then he's got to switch from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So the times he works overnight is the times he can come on with me. So that's I think he'll be on with me possibly tomorrow. So I got a rough schedule as it is, but at least it's constant. And I don't got to switch. So yeah, he's got a worse schedule than me. So talk about trying to get your body adjusted and your mind adjusted to time change. That's insane. But anybody got anything going on? Rotating shifts. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah. So I didn't get a whole lot done this weekend. I put together this piece of furniture my wife ordered for our new kitchen / dining area. It's for our coffee pot and coffee mugs and stuff like that, and some storage. So she was happy I did that. Started finally taking the Christmas tree apart. I know I'm late. We're late. What else? I don't know. I wanted to have a couple beers on Saturday night, but I still wasn't feeling great. So I actually passed out at like 11:30 at night. That's not like me. Normally I'm up to like 3, 4 in the morning. So, but right after Tommy's Steak Show on yesterday, Sunday morning, I didn't know I was up. Nobody else was up at my house. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was gonna cook some breakfast, and then I looked in the fridge, and I didn't have a lot of groceries. So I went out. Right now, normally I would be going to the grocery store. I don't have to go to the grocery store this morning. So I could just go home, and I'll just sit in my driveway and hang out with you guys, I guess. But I guess I got a question for everybody. So I know there's not a ton of people in the chat or whatever, and that's okay. But when you go grocery shopping, do you buy for the week? Do you think like it's cheaper to buy for the week or for longer, like in bulk? Or do you buy just what you need when you need it? I go to the store a lot, and I think that's kind of working against me as far as, especially with money and whatnot. We have stores around us like wholesale, like BJ's and Sam's Club, and we have a couple cash and carry restaurant like depot stores that I go and buy stuff in bulk. So, for example, oh, there he is, Pain Like Bane. How you doing? I hope your back's feeling better, buddy. Well, I don't know what else to say, Pain. You're welcome to come up and but I know you won't, so I might as well not waste my breath on that. But like, for example, like I drink Monster Energy drinks. I usually have one a day before I start my shift, and the vending machine is like almost $4 for. But then you go to the gas station, they're $3. So I bought a case for $38, and it's like $1.60 something and change. So if you do at least $2 times 24, I'm saving $50 just by buying that one case. So no, Monster is expensive, but sometimes like some gas stations have like buy two get one free, or buy two for $5 or $6 or whatever. But like I'm saying, I'm saving a $50 bill by buying the one case at the Gordon store. Yeah. So, and with having kids and stuff too, I try to buy in bulk. My son is 14 and he's eating like a horse right now. So, he's asking me for chicken and steaks every day now because he's starting to lift weights and stuff like that. So, he wants to bulk up for his football season or baseball. Actually, baseball's coming up soon. But, but his goal is for next year's football. What's going on, crazy purple Kirby lady? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I'm crazy with numbers, Sticks, because when I had my pizzeria, I didn't open up, with a ton of money or anything like that. So I had a nickel and dime like everything I did. So, I had, all the food sales people, fighting with each other to get my business because I was so on with, what stuff costs per pound, per box, per whatever. You know what I mean? So these guys, I'd be fielding these guys all day long just to try to get my order because, I was trying to get the best deal, But then you go to like food shows and stuff and you lock in prices for a certain amount of months and whatnot, with certain distributors. So I'm weird like that. I always calculate like how much like something individually costs, I had it all down to the dough ball, down to the, what a ladle of sauce for my pizzeria cost. I had everything. Had everything down to a science. Yeah. You're definitely right, Payne. Oh, was that a cop? Son of a bitch. Oh, no, it's not. All right, good. Yeah, you're right, Steaks. Definitely right. And that's the thing, like, I bought stupidly, I like candy. I know I said it. I'm like a big into sweets, and I'm spending like $2 for a candy bar at my work. It's insane, or maybe even more, when you could buy like a 6-pack of the same candy bar for like $6. So you're saving there too, just in something stupid like that. And thank God I work at a produce place, because here and there, I'll take a couple things home and, if we get a good discount or whatever, and that saves a lot of money too. So, I don't know. What's your, you got a topic this morning, Steaks? What's your topic going to be? I'll be listening. I don't know if I'll be chatting, but I'll be listening for sure. Payne, how's your back feeling? Yeah, nobody's talking. I only got 3 people in here. But yeah, I don't, that's what I was wanting your guys' input for, especially people with kids. Do they buy in bulk, or do they buy by the week, or do they buy, for the day, for what you need for the day? So sometimes I do all the above. Most of the time I try to buy for the week. Like yesterday, I tried to buy for the week, maybe a little more. Just raw dog coffee, nice. Yeah, so For example, again, I bought a case of the same chicken fingers that I used to serve at my restaurant, and it's $40 a case. And you usually get about 40 chicken fingers, 10-pound case. So it's $40. So if you go to any pizzeria around here and order 5 chicken fingers, okay, and fries, it's like $20. It's absolutely insane. So I'm gaining 30 chicken fingers off of that case for the same price I would pay for 2 orders at a pizzeria. So, and I cook in the air fryer because I love the air fryer. It's basically the same thing and actually a little healthier for you. So yeah, I'm a nut when it comes to numbers like that. So Andrea, I don't know if you know this, but my my father actually owns Peruvian and Thai chickens. They're gigantic, and he sells them, sells the eggs, and they ship them all over the world, and they crossbreed them to do that. They do that because the Peruvian chickens themselves got the gigantic claws, talons, whatever you call them, but they're not fighting birds, I don't think. So they crossbreed them, so they still you get an angry bird with the bigger talons. So yeah, it's weird, it's crazy. You ever have to work overtime? Um, I'm salary, so I automatically work overtime. So I'm slated to work 45 to 50 hours a week. Sometimes it's a little less. Sometimes, well, it's always 45. But sometimes it's more. Like in the summertime when we get super busy, it's more than 50. But you know, I'm the guy in a pinch overnights because nobody will volunteer to come in overnight. So, you know, a lot of times it's hard for me to, you know, if one of us take off overnight, it screws up the motion, you know, the machine. You know what I mean? How you doing, Don? What's happening, man? Yeah. So I mean, we're all like at our warehouse, we're all trained to basically do the same job, but you know, my nighttime duties are a lot different than some of the daytime stuff. You know what I mean? So, um, like I said, if I were to call in sick, you know, it screws up it could screw up the whole chain of command or motion or however you want to say it. So, like tonight, we had one of the guys. All he does is he comes in and he picks orders, but he didn't show up tonight and he overslept. So it was, you know, just you know, nothing. He's never done it before, so it wasn't a giant deal. But you know, with him not being there for his, you know, 4 hour, you know, shift, he's part time. You know, it hurt a little bit. You know, we had to hustle a little harder. So no big deal. I still got out decent. You know, and I know he didn't mean it. So, um, but yeah. So I actually booked two more events this weekend. My cousin's getting married in September, so he asked me to do the music for his wedding. So I told him I would love to. And I'm doing a 40th birthday party for a good friend of mine next month, so that should be fun. Uh, Tommy, when you posted that Lincoln, it brought back an instant memory. It was I don't know. I had to be. It was my sister's wedding. I think I was like 13 when my sister got married. She's 8 years older than me. No, I was older than that. What am I saying? No. I was 13. Um, uh, and everybody was leaving, and my cousin Jimmy kept yelling to his wife, "Go get the Lincoln, the Lincoln!" Sure enough, he pulls up. He pulls up, or she pulled up in a Lincoln, just like the one you posted yesterday. But he kept screaming, "The Lincoln!" It was just, I can't do his voice. You know, his voice alone would make you laugh real hard. But yeah, I don't know. As soon as I seen that car you posted up, that was the first thing that popped into my brain, the Lincoln. So I'm trying to read. I'm still driving. I'm trying to read your thing, Andrea. Wow, that's crazy. mean, if you're sick, you're sick. I mean, why do you got to get docked like that? I mean, you should have. Well, I mean, I don't know how they do things over there, but I mean, we don't. My old job, we had so many sick days. This job, if we're sick, we're sick. You know what I mean? If we're not, good to work, we don't have to work. They're usually pretty good about it. We do have personal days and vacation days and stuff like that. So, but being salaried and being in management, I've worked sick before. I mean, it's just part of it, you know. But if you got a bad temper, a high temperature or fever or whatever, and you're coughing your brains out, and they tell you to stay home. So there's never usually a real bad issue, and they don't dock you. You don't you don't get docked for that. That's crazy. That's insane. But I see why, because people would take advantages. People take advantage of certain things, but I get that. But if you call in sick a lot, you know, you get the warning, you get this, you get that, and then you're gone. It's all to it. They'll hire someone else. So my job, they compensate pretty well, so I don't want to screw that up. Um, yeah, Stiggs, that was my sister's wedding. That was a that was crazy. They were taping it with a VHS camcorder, one of the first ones that came out. So it's funny because we did a lot of recording back then too with our camera, and I think I went to Amvets. I think it was Amvets, and I bought a VHS, a VCR for like $7, and it worked. So I still own a VHS VCR, and I still have like a whole bunch of like 8mm tapes of like stuff we did when we were growing up, like stupid shit. So a lot of blackmail on those tapes. I think if I played them now, I don't know, it might go well. Who knows? See a younger Todd Father, skinnier Todd Father. So, Co-Train, what's happening? How you doing, buddy? I showed up today, bud. I showed up. Um, yeah, I am a bum. You're right. I'm not that picture skinny. Nah. There's if you zoom in a little bit, you might get a chin count there. I gotta lose a little bit of weight actually. Like I said before, I was gluten free for a long time, and I leaned right out. Um, I was down probably. I'm up about 10 pounds from what I was, but I can't stand eating the gluten free food, man. I don't know. You could spice it up and do whatever you want and doctor it up all you want, man. It's just not the damn same. It's so hard. But you know what? It does for me. It does wonders. The energy's better, the inflammation's down. Not a lot of pain. It's but yeah, I don't know. Um, but yeah, so work went by fast. I had to unload a truck by myself. That took me a long time because it's got to separate a lot of stuff and make sure you got to dig out your own stuff out of the truck actually, and make sure that you put it all back that's not yours. So it's time consuming and it's tedious. You never know how many kinds of bag lettuce there was, or you know, yeah, broccoli and onions, and I don't know. But yeah, you're right. Gluten free is nasty, and you know what? For a while, I thought I was doing pretty good with it. Like I would cheat a tiny bit, here and there. But I mean, I stuck to my guns for a while, and you could definitely tell the difference within a few weeks. Um, but then once school started back up with my kids, and we were looking at we were buying our house, and we were moving, and I don't know, I fell right off. I started eating bad again, and fortunately gained weight back, not a ton, but my job is very it's pretty physical, so I'm lifting all night long, so it's not like it's not like I pudged up too much. I'm almost home. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I tried the cauliflower crust stuff and the gluten-free breads. It's expensive too. That's even worse. You know, you think something like that would be healthier, healthier and less expensive, like bottled water is more expensive than, pop sometimes. It's insane. Um, yeah, it's insane how healthier stuff is way more expensive than. Why does she leave her gas cap open? My wife, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I have to teach her how to pump gas, I guess. So what else is going on, guys? I don't feel like I'm doing too great today with everybody. Oh, looks like I got some people in the chat. Yankees helps me stay alive and keep on fire. Co-train, you want to come on? It's up to you. If not, no big deal. My parents, Stiggs, always had big cars. So that Lincoln was my parents. Even when I got my license, my parents had a gigantic Cadillac, big Cadillac. Um, they had Cadillacs and Buicks all the time. And then my uncle rebuilt I think it was like a '69 or something Cadillac convertible. He built it from the frame up. The car was about 20 feet long. It was a boat, and he made a ton of money off selling it. Yeah, you're right. Wegmans does have and believe it or not, Target has a decent gluten-free, like frozen section. Wegmans has this bread. It's I forget what it's called, Canyon something. That bread is probably the best bread I've had as far as gluten, but I can't eat it out of the bag. I have to toast it. Because if you don't, it's nasty. It's disgusting. Any of that bread is disgusting. You got to toast it. Put mayo or mustard or whatever on it. But yeah, I was just eating it's kind of like a keto slash gluten free diet for a while, and it was working. It worked. It worked out. It worked a lot. I wasn't popping as much aspirin during work, and everything wasn't hurting so bad, and I woke up feeling a lot better. But yeah, I don't know. My big vice now is candy. I don't drink a lot of pop anymore. I don't really like, you know, I like pop with dinner here and there, but that's about it. But when I had my pizzeria, I was very overweight. I was very plump. It was I was very, very unhealthy. It wasn't good at all. Like I was almost in like competition eating. I'm so glad I don't eat those portions anymore. It's no good. I don't know where I'd be right now. So what else is happening, guys? Nobody's really chatting it up. I don't feel like I'm pretty tired. I don't feel like I'm my upbeat self normally. No, that wasn't a Bud Light 40. That was a pounder. A 40 ounce. Yeah, no, 40 ounce is a little bit bigger than that. That was a 16-ounce pounder. It was a pounder Bud Light. I was cooking. Oh, I'm so glad. It's funny you say that because we bought these little steaks, and I told my wife, I'm like, I don't know how to cook these. I mean, I'd love to cook out in the grill, but it's freezing out. It was windy, and then her friend came over, and her friend's like, "You got steaks?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I haven't had a home cooked meal in forever." I'm like, "All right, now I got to use the grill because I don't want to cook a steak in a pan or in the oven." So I fired up the grill, opened up a beer, and yeah, I cooked out. It was good. It was super good. Hit the spot. The beer was good out in the cold too. Um, yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on the turmeric pills. I heard it takes a long time to do it. I actually bought like a big bottle of it from GNC. It was like $80, and I was taking it and taking it and taking it. And I don't feel like I wasted my money. So Don, my partner in crime should be. I think he'll be back on night shift tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, Yankees will be with me, I think. Yeah, co-train the Deuce Deucers. Yep. I usually that's usually my go-to on the weekends. I usually drink a few of those, like two of those, and I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm a lightweight drinker, by the way. I am not ashamed to admit I'm a cheap date, and yeah, it's another thing too is I don't drink hardly. I mean, I try to have a few on the weekends, get a buzz and cook some chicken wings and eat. But this weekend I didn't. I had a beer when I grilled that night, and that was it. Like I said, I bought some chicken wings and make in the air fryer on days. That's usually my thing. On Saturdays, have a few beers and make some wings. And I was out cold before midnight last night or the night before, whatever. My days are gone. Hey, Bella, how are you? Oh, Co-Train, he's going at you. Don is breaking balls. Don's picking up for Yankees. Love it. Um, who's on bail? I Yeah, I like Bud Light. I used to drink Coors Light like Mr. Smith long time ago. That was my go-to. And then my friends used to make fun of me saying it was water beer. And so he would bring Bud Light when we'd hang out. So I'd been drinking Bud Light since. And it's funny, the last time I went to go visit him, uh he was drinking Coors Light. So yeah, Yankees. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back soon. Yeah, I hear you, Co-Train. I hear you, man. I used to drink. I used to not a 12 pack, but at least a six every night for a long, long time. And then I would eat before I slept, so that was the worst thing for me is just eating before you sleep, and I was eating all garbage too. So Mick Ultra's good. I like Mick Ultra. Mick Ultra is definitely a good time. My parents, I think, drink Mick Ultra. They're 70, so I get it, Steaks. Oh, oh. No, I'm kidding. But no, that's what they drink. Or Coronas. My parents actually drink Coronas. But I don't know. I feel like Corona's like a summer thing. Yeah, right. I agree, Co-Train. I agree. Bud Light is but Bud Light seems like it has a better taste. Like you could, I don't know. But I was drinking, and that's another thing with the gluten-free stuff is I was drinking. It's called Red Bridge, and it was made by Anheuser-Busch, and it was like $12 for a six pack. It was actually not bad, but the problem is it was only like 3% alcohol. So I would drink these things, and I wouldn't feel a thing hardly at all, and then I'd be pissing every freaking 25 minutes. So you know, yeah, yeah, I like Coronas during the summer. I don't think I've ever really had them during the winter, but I mean, if somebody offered me a Corona, I wouldn't, I wouldn't turn it down. You know, it's funny. When I first met my wife, her dad was a drinker, and we were gonna have like a brunch with them with their parents, and I never met them before, and she said, when we go to my, mom and dad's house, my dad might offer you a beer. I'm like, at 11:30 in the morning, and she's like, yeah. I said, well, okay, do I take it? Am I going to offend him if I don't take it? She goes, it don't matter. She goes, don't worry about it. So we go over there, shake hands, nice to meet you, I, you know, and her father offers me a beer. So I said, yeah, why not? Sure. So he comes out with an old Milwaukee. an old Milwaukee. I couldn't believe it. Here I'm thinking I might like, he's a beer guy. I was thinking like, he's gonna come out with some like elegant beer, comes out an old Milwaukee. How I refrain from laughing is beyond me because I remember we used to buy that in high school. It was like $10 for a 12 pack, or it might even been cheaper. What the fuck am I saying? And we used to like funnel that beer or shotgun it. Oh my god, it was funny. He's been gone for a long time now, but we still talk about that. Yeah, the old Milwaukee. Oh, yeah. So when he offered me another one, I declined. I said, "Oh, I'm driving. Sorry." But that was just funny. That was a good time. Why can't I see better than Pabst Blue Ribbon? Yeah. Well, I don't know. What am I? Is it Pabst? Hasn't that gotten like popular again somehow? Because my friend was posting pictures of that shit. Corona Red is a good beer. I don't know what that is, Don. I don't know what that is. I'm a cheap beer guy. I don't go out of my mind. My old neighborhood, I love my old neighbors. There we go. Sorry, I forgot I can do this. Um, my old neighbors were super cool. Like I used to love hanging out with them, but they were beer snobs, man. Like they would sit there and talk, what do they call them? IPAs. They would sit there and just sit there and talk about beer. Like I'd just be sitting there like with my Bud Light and they're drinking all this other stuff and they're comparing hops and fucking grains and this and that. It's like I am like so like out of this conversation. Like I had no idea what they're talking about. And they're like here, like I said, here I am sitting with my Bud Light, you know, koozie, deucer, you know, whatever. But then my one neighbor would drink Jenny beer, Genesee Light. And I don't think that's bad either. It's cheap beer too, but I think that's super. I think it's real good, especially when it's super cold. I like Genesee Light. They make it not too far from me. I think it's by the Finger Lakes. I hear you, Coltrane. I hear you. But you know what? Like I can't do it no more. I can't like I pay really hard if I drink too much, man. I can't hang no more. Admittedly, I cannot hang anymore. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we'll go out and we'll have fun, but man, I'm hungover for like a day or two. Like, I'm like a disaster, like total disaster. I can't do shit no more. The last time I got really, really tipsy, man, was my wife and I went out for a friend's surprise party, and it was open bar. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Moscow Mule. Um, those were going down, and those were going down like just like water. Moscow Mules. Like I that's like a summery drink too, in my opinion. But I don't know. I saw some guy drinking it. I'm like, they could serve those, and the guy's like, yeah, man. And so I started pounding those things, man, and oh my god, I was a wreck for like the next two, almost 3 days. Oh, horrible. Yeah, Sam Adams. Yep. Yeah, Sam Adams is good. That's true. I couldn't I couldn't tie one on with Sam Adams. No way. My wife likes that. She likes Sam Adams. I like it too. What has it got? The October or this? What is the one in the fall that I like? How you doing, MB? Um, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not. My wife likes more beers than me. There's a lot of local breweries popping up all over in Buffalo here. They're everywhere. Um, it seems like every town has a new different brewery, and it's cool. I mean, if that's your thing, you know what I mean. Like I get it. Like this younger generation likes to likes to be beer snobs, I guess, and ride their bikes to the the breweries. Um, Heineken, I never got into Heineken. Heineken, I don't know. Heineken always was skunky to me, whether you buy it fresh or whatever. It's always skunky. I don't know. Why can't I see this? Um, oh, there we go. Yeah, Heineken. I don't know. Heineken never did anything for me. Uh, what else? Labatt's is huge by us. Labatt Labatt Blue is made in Buffalo. That's a big beer. I used to love that in high school for some reason. Like in high school, if you got Labatt, it was like you had money or something. You weren't desperate for beer if you had Labatt Blue. So, hey, what's going on, Thindu? What is happening? Go figure. You're going for coffee. I almost stopped. I almost stopped and got a decaf, but I kept going. Yeah, I hear you, Coltrane. I just what do we got? Don Shocktop is great and Sam Adams. Yep. Guinness is like I don't know. You're gonna think I'm nuts. I had Guinness. A friend of mine used to love Guinness, and I felt like it tasted like bacon grease. I don't know. I maybe I should try it again. I haven't tried it in like 20 years, but I don't know. Do they still put the ball in Guinness like that? It was like a ball or whatever. Yeah, Ice House. Oh, or natural ice. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Oh, I don't. What else? Was it Labatt or no? Molson Triple X had like seven. That was like we used to go to the duty free right before the border. Danny Stories would know about. Danny Stories would know about Molson Triple X. They used to sell that at the strip joints. No wonder with the high alcohol. Um, I'm not a big stout person. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a cheap beer guy. I'm a cheap date. Um, yeah, I don't like Guinness. Yep. Um, Oktoberfest. Yep. Hey, is that the one I was trying to figure out and talk about? Yeah. Trying to think what else. I've been with Bud Light for so long. Like I don't. There's a. This might sound gross or whatever, but there's a beer in my fridge right now called Rusty Chain. Yeah. Don't ask me why, but that's what my wife likes. Um, it's made by a local brewery here. There's Ellicottville Brewery. They do a lot of different like fruity like beers, IPAs or whatever. They have a blueberry one that I like a lot actually. Um, does anybody like Blue Moon? I don't like it. My wife loves it. They put a slice of orange or something in it. I try it all the time and I just can't. I can't like it. Um, Guinness puts hairs on your chest. Nice. Triple X Molson, or is that what I was thinking? Molson Triple X? What did I say? Labatt Blue Triple X, or what did I say? Michelob? What did I say? It's Molson Triple X. You're right. You're right. Dude's right. That stuff's that stuff was like gasoline. Um, yeah, it is dark, Stigs. It's still dark, real dark. Yep. Yeah, Coach Ray, I'm not gonna lie, but I could see you still drinking boons, some fuzzy navels, some wine coolers. I could see you being a wine cooler guy there, Coach Rain. Your fuzzy navel. Yeah. Oh God, I don't even know if I want your confession, MB. don't know if all the what do I got here? 5 people. I don't know if they want it either. Did you like? And hey, Noel, how you doing? Noel, you gonna open up Wednesday, Mister Noel, one of Buffalo's finest. Noel, I was talking all about dollars and cents with the pizzerias before. No, we're all friends here for sure. I just didn't know where you're going with it. Um, Strictly Bud Light or Jack and Coke, yeah. Um, yeah. So, Noel, what's your favorite beer? I don't know. For some reason, we got on a topic of beer. I don't even remember how it happened. I got about 10 more minutes, guys. I gotta head in and wake everybody up. You and the kid went out last night? Okay. Where'd you go out? Lots of money all out so far. What's that mean, Noel? Yeah, Noel's probably got the Stella Artois, and what do they come with? That little knife, that little thing that shoots off the foam. Stella Artois is pretty good though. My friend was drinking that when I went over to his house. I liked it. Take a sick day from what? What are you saying? Me and the kid went out last night. I don't know. Don't take a sick day. Would you take her out drinking? Go to work. Got to go to school. Yeah, you're right. No, all the dollars do fly out the door. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what the stuff costs now. I mean, we've had a conversation where you've told me, some things, but you know, I got rid of my place in 2013. That was 10 years ago. It was a long time. Yeah, no sick days unless she's sick. You know, I know MB. I was just messing around. Um, Rolling Rock. Yeah, doesn't Rolling Rock sell the real small bottles? We just had the weekend. Why do you need a sick day on Monday? Go to school. Floridian. Miller Lights. Oh my gosh. Wow. I haven't had a Miller Light in ages. I do have a daughter, MB. That is correct. Um, Trying to think. Miller Light. I haven't had a Miller Light probably in like 15 years. Been a while. Yeah, I understand, but I mean, if she's not sick, I still make her go to school. You know what I mean? But sometimes, I mean, I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't. If I didn't just give her a day off here and there. Both my kids. But usually it's like during the week or something to catch up on work or whatever. Not on a Monday. But no big deal. Well, if that's the case, I understand. Um, Oh no, it's all. Or I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. No, Coltrane. Oh, okay. So are you gonna hear that song? Who's that by? Celine Dion. All by myself. Yeah, that's gonna be Coltrane pretty soon in 4 years. Sorry, buddy. I had to. It's the first thing that popped in my mind. Oh yeah, yeah. I oh, fryer oil's like what is it like 40 bucks a jug now? Used to be $11. $11 a jug for fryer oil. Now I think it's like 40 bucks, right? No. Yeah, Don. Attendance is it's important. You know, it's definitely important. They I don't know, Bella. I'm reading. No, I wouldn't. MB. Not unless she needed it. But I mean, does she? Is it extra padded so she looks like she has more? I mean, I don't know. Just I don't know. The question: do you have that pizza oven that bakes it? No, I don't. That's a. I think it's called an uni. I think it's called an uni, and it makes the real small. It's like a small, like a 10-inch pizza, and it gets super hot. It gets like almost 1,000 degrees, I think, with the gas propane or in the wood chips or whatever. No, I don't, but I do. I do want to get one and try it out. I definitely want to try it out. I'm waiting for like one of my friends to get one to see if I like it, and then I'll buy one. You can watch videos and you can, read reviews, but I don't know. I'd actually like to see it in person. That was a good question. 46.50. Oh my God. Wow. It was $11 a jug in 2005 when I opened. Oh, that's crazy. Flour. How much is flour? I should know this stuff. We sell it, but I'm not a sales guy anymore. Um, yeah, flour's insane. Uni makes one that okay, that's right. Yep. Uni, and then there's another one too. There's all types of those ovens now. $25 for flour. Okay. What about I mean, chicken wings are down now, but are you still charging $16 for 10 of them? That's insane too. I went to Dash's and bought, I think it was like 15 chicken wings for $4. I mean, I got to make them myself, but hot box by Kanzi, I don't know what that means. Yeah. Noel, do you got one of those? Have you tried one of those? Anybody down there have one that you know? One of those ovens, those little ovens? I think that would be, I think that would be fun to try out. I think Don, I think that oven that we're all talking about, uh, I think that, yeah, I know MB. I just worked 10 hours though. I'm shot, so it went over my head. Sorry. Um, um, so you had one of those, no? One of those uni ones, or you have one? I want to try one out. I'd like to get one, but I'm not spending 400 bucks on one yet. 400 bucks can go a long way somewhere else right now, like new speakers. Yeah, that's true, Don. Yep. But like Noel said, they make a bigger one. Yeah, me and Joe were texting back and forth a little bit uh, about the Bills when they lost, and I told him I got my cortisone shot in my knee because my knee was all fucked up. So yeah, I wound up getting a cortisone shot. I had damage to my cartilage under my knee or whatever. So hopefully that cortisone shot works for a while. I know it's a band-aid, but I got to work. I was talking to Joe before you came in the picture with your channels there, so it's okay. Joe's my homeboy. I like Joe a lot. Um, it's good, Don. If I do a lot of lifting at work, I still feel it a little bit, but it's nothing like it was before. Before I was hobbling around. I looked like I was like I needed a crutch. It wasn't fun. Um, it sucked. So the good thing was is one of my good dear friends that I've known since grade school is a doctor who operates on, he's an orthopedic surgeon, and I went to see him and he took X-rays and he said, the problem I have was pretty common for the knee and stuff, and he's not surprised, from all the work that I've done over my life that I had breakdown, and so I might have to go. No, I'm not that. Nothing's torn. So, uh, nothing's torn, Don. You know what I mean? That's the good thing is nothing was torn, or else I'd see stars when he was doing like certain, when he was adjusting my knee and my leg around and stuff like that. But he just said, it's just, just a little bit of, it's just it's not even about that, MB. I just ignore it. I don't try to get involved. You know what I mean? I just, I got enough going on in my life between my kids and my business and my work and whatever. I just come on here for fun, and I don't need none of that bullshit. You know what I mean? I just don't. So somebody wants to try to start bullshit, they can go someplace else. That's all. No big deal. Um, yeah, Bella, definitely. I gotta come out. I gotta I gotta make another pizza video soon. I do. I just haven't been. I don't know. My weekends, everything's just been all crazy with us lately. It's now for the next 3 weekends in a row, I'm gonna have an event, have events. So I'll be, DJing and having my photo booth out, be making some extra cash, which is good. We need it. Um, the down payment on the house, they're our savings anyway, but we're still okay. Um, thank you, MB. Appreciate that. Um, but yeah, I want to make more pizzas and stuff like that. There's actually a thing that we used to make, or one of the restaurants I used to manage used to make like I forget what they call it. I'm gonna have to look at his menu and figure out. I can't remember what he called it. But what he would do is he would take a meatball that was fully made, put a little bit of sauce around it, put it in a thing of dough, and kind of like uh encase the meatball with the dough, and then he would cook it in the oven. I forget what they call them, but it was super good, super good. I want to make those, and I want to make some more pizzas and show you guys. Maybe Noel's gonna have to start making some pizza videos now. Now that he's gonna open his restaurant. No, I hear you, Coach Train. Like I said, someone made a comment the one day. We need to get you more subs, and I'm like, I don't really want more subs. I don't care. I don't need to make money off of this by any means. I have the few friends that I do on here, and we break balls, and we laugh, and it's cool. Just in this tiny ass little corner, and like I said, I just do it because it gives me something to do on my way home, and I go in chats and I mess with people, but it's all in fun. Never got personal with anybody. So There at one point it did. At one point it did. I will admit that when I first started coming on this bullshit, it did. And then I kind of like sat back and I'm like, what am I doing? This is insane. So I don't know. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Pepperoni and cheese, why not? That's the most common ever. It's the most common pizza everybody likes. I actually made some last night. Um, but I just don't. I had my other father-in-law over. It's like her uncle, but it's like her dad, and I made him pizza. He's 85 years old. It was fun. Yes, sir, Stiggs. Yes, sir. The Lincoln. You should buy a Lincoln. You could probably get one now for under $1,000. You should buy one of those Lincolns. That'd be funny. I believe that, Don. I definitely believe that. Jesus, 4 a.m. That's insane. When I first opened, we were open to like midnight, but then my insurance company went sky high because they didn't want to insure me till midnight. So I had to get a different insurance company, and then I was open less. So I didn't really see a big difference within that hour. So, oh man. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm sorry if I was boring today. Mike F's gonna have a field day with me because I was boring. Um, I just worked 10 hours, so I didn't have much for you, but I didn't want you guys thinking I was forgetting about coming on. So now I got to go wake everybody up, pack lunches, get them to school, and try to sleep, and then rinse and repeat. So thanks for everybody for coming in. I hope everybody has a good and productive Monday. And Noel just sent me a message. Looks like it was about the uni ovens. But yeah, everybody have a great day. I think Yankees will be on with me tomorrow. We'll see. And yeah, I don't know. Rock and roll. Be safe. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you.